Hi everyone. I had like an epiphany that was only like 7 or 8 years in the making, but I wanted to share it with you. So I have been wondering for the longest time, why is it sometimes when I'm in like really profound meditation and I just like open up, I feel my wings on my back. Like I literally feel like I could fly around the room. And why is it that we always see angels with wings when, those of us who communicate with angels know that they don't have wings? They're beings of like energy. So, like, literally for like 7 or 8 years, I've been pondering this. Um, and I guess, I don't know, around 5 years ago, I was in a class with one of my teachers, Reverend Lowell Smith, and I asked him, why do I feel like I have wings sometimes? And he was like, you meditate on that during the class and then you answer me, which, is actually a great way to respond to students because then as we're going through the class, the energy was so powerful with the class. I was able to open up and the answer came. And I realized it's when my guardian angel is able to come into my body and be one with me. So, and so like we're in the middle of class and suddenly I'm like, aha! And he could see like answer written all over my energy. So he had me share with the class. And then we had a discussion about, your angel coming into your body at the time when you are like completely open. And that we don't have wings, but our angels coming in give us that feeling. So that was great until I'm like, but wait a minute, angels don't really have wings, do they? So the Sunday, yesterday, no, 2 days ago, Saturday, I taught a class on how do we know the connection is real, because we receive a profound message and then we're like, oh, but is it real or did I make it up? So it was a whole class devoted to that. And we had a great time. But in preparing for it, because we're going into all the different kinds of connections, connection within yourself, connection with the work you do, connection with your higher self, connection with people like, um, is this my soulmate or just a rando that I happen to know from another life or, whatever. And so we're going through the different frequencies. And because it's kind of overwhelming material, I made a PowerPoint with a lot of different images so that we could look at the images. And so I had a lot of images of angels. And as I'm looking through, and I can't post the images here because I got them off the internet, so I don't have the copyright. But if you Google angels, angel wings, you know, you'll see what I'm talking about. What I saw in all these images was like a being of light going here and wings coming out here, or a beam of light or an orb of light with wings. But then, as we were talking about connection to being fully tapped in connected, like if you were ascended master kind of level, we would see like a person with lines of energy going 360 degrees around them out the shock, out of here and coming in through the feet. Like they're in the core, like the person is the core of an apple. And we're seeing lines of energy going from each chakra. And how powerful, and it would be colored in with like our auric or our chakra colors. And I look at them like, oh my god, it looks like this person has energy wings around them. So I got this like eureka moment, yay, only 7 or 8 years in the making, of when if angels don't have wings, what do they have that we see as wings? Angels connect through the resonance of love. And love we carry here like in our heart chakra. And in some of my presentations, you've heard me talk about we have our heart chakra here, the energy that flows through. We have our physical heart, which takes the energy from the heart chakra, mixes it with our blood and oxygen, and pumps the divine love through our body, and we have our cosmic heart over here, which is our energy that we connect with others, with the divine. When you look at someone's auric energy, and you read someone's auric energy, you can see the energy on the physical heart side, the energy is coming into the body, and the energy on this side is energy that's flowing out of the body. For those of you who read auras, and if you don't, learn to read like auric images and you'll see it. It's really interesting because our energy kind of generally flows in a clockwise. Is that? Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a dyslexic moment moving my hands here and seeing my image in the camera. So, one of the things that, we easily forget about is our chakras are not just projected forward, they're 360 degrees around. And so when we're opening up our heart chakra, we're opening it all around. And the shoulder blades is like basically when we open our heart chakra in the back, we're opening it there and sending out the love. And what does that create? It creates that same beautiful energy that looks like angelic wings. I was like, oh my God, it blew my mind. And then I was like, well, that's so obvious. I'm sure everyone already knows that. So, because, immediately when I get these epiphanies that I know are really good, the first thing I do is the resonance of truth is so there that it immediately absorbs and my reality has opened. And then, and then I have a tendency to sort of act like, well, duh, it's so obvious, everyone knows it. Which is what lets me know, oh, wait, this is something I have to share. Because if it took me all this time to know it, and then as soon as I realize it, it resonates completely, then I know it's real. Um, so then it also hit me like when we tell people, like, when you are talking with your guides. And people say, how do I know I'm really talking with someone, having a two-way conversation, or I'm making it up? And I always tell people where you project your thoughts and where you receive the information are two different places. Like for me, if I'm talking with my guides, my thoughts will be coming out of here. Usually the front left side of my brain feels really hot. And when I receive the information, it's in the back right side of my brain. And of course, left hemisphere, right hemisphere, that, that makes sense. But then I was like, wait, that's the third eye chakra that's opening up in all ways. And I'm sending out here and I'm receiving here. And so I was like, oh, yes, that makes so much sense. So when people ask me what's like the easiest tips for getting fully connected, tapped in, I'm going to say right now, you know what? Allow your chakras to open up in all directions. And, don't drive yourself crazy. Maybe meditate with one chakra at a time and then be receptive for what happens. Be receptive to feel whatever happens. It might be you have a great conversation, or it might be your solar plexus chakra feels really like enlightened on what actions you're going to be doing, or your gut, your sacral chakra may get like amazing divine inspirations. You may find suddenly two chakras really want to work together. Like if you're getting a divine inspiration in your sacral, open the solar plexus and say, what action will I put through this? And you may feel yourself even being pushed to take an action. Which happens to me sometimes. It literally feels like someone is pushing my lower back when I connect the sacral and solar plexus and allow them to be fully open. I get like a great inspiration. I know how to make it happen, and they're like, "Go!" I'm like, "Okay, okay." But I think today I'm going to spend a lot of time meditating with my heart and my heart fully open, and see if I can spend the day like feeling my angelic wings. So if you are someone I run into today and you see me like running and leaping like a 3-year-old, um, then you know that I'm having a good time. playing with my angel wings. So, thank you all. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch up another time. Next time I get another epiphany, 7 or 8 years in the making. Bye.